Okay. Thank you. Hi. Thank you for coming. Please take a moment to silence your phones. Okay. And the use of flash photography is strictly. You're not allowed to do flash photography. And oh, that's the exit. See, it says exit, and you're not gonna need it. So just in case of emergency, though, it exists. Whew, I'm nervous. Okay. So enjoy the show. Thank you for coming. It's been really good. We worked really hard on it.
Here, dear, have some tea.
No, I don't feel like tea.
How about a little drink?
No. No, it's too early in the morning to start drinking. It's too hot out anyways. Nanny, how long have we known each other?
How long? Good heavens. Let me think. You first came to these parts when, was it, Sonia's mother was still alive? You were coming over here at least 2 years before she passed away. That would be what? 11 years, maybe more.
Have I changed a lot since then?
Oh my, yes, a lot. You used to be young and good looking. And now you're not. And of course now you drink.
You're right. 10 years and I'm a changed man. And you want to know why, Nanny? It's because I work too damn hard. I am on my feet all day from morning till night. I never get any rest. I go home at night and I don't get any sleep. I just lie awake waiting for an emergency call. In fact, I haven't had a day off the entire time that you've known me, Nanny. Of course I'm old. Of course I'm bored. Life is boring. It stinks. It's stupid. It sucks. It really gets to you after a while. And everybody's a freak, you know. You spend all your time with freaks and soon enough you become one yourself. That's it, Nanny. I'm becoming a freak. I'm not a total idiot yet, thank God. I can still use my head, but it's my heart. Nanny, my heart. I don't feel anything anymore. I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I don't love anybody. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I do love you. You know, I had a nanny just like you when I was a child.
How about a little something to eat?
No. You know, a few weeks before Easter, I had to go out to Militskoye because there was an outbreak of typhoid fever. Those goddamn backwoods shacks. I mean, the way that those patients were just piled in on top of each other, the stink, the smoke, it was disgusting. They had livestock in the same room as the patient's nanny, pigs even. And I ran around all day, never ate a thing, never took a break, and I got home that night, and do you think that I got any sleep? No. No, they came and brought the signal man from the railroad yard, dropped him on my table, and expected me to operate right then and there. And then, just as I was going and giving him anesthesia, then he goes and he dies on me. And just then, just when I didn't need them anymore, all of my feelings came rushing back to me. And, well, Nanny, I feel like I killed him on purpose. And I sat down in my chair and I closed my eyes just like this. And I thought to myself, I said, what are people going to say about all this 100 years from now? We are supposed to be paving the way for them, for their future. You think that they're going to admire us for the way that we live now? Because they will not, Nanny.
Maybe people won't, but God will.
You're right, Nanny. Thank you for saying that. You have a good nap?
Oh, wonderful. Ever since the professor and his charming spouse have been with us, life around here has been complete chaos. I don't sleep. Lunch and dinner, I eat too much, I drink too much. It's not a healthy way to live. And before, I never had a moment to myself. Sonia and I worked. We worked all the time. Now, Sonia does all the work. And I just sit around, sleeping, eating, drinking. It's just awful, isn't it?
Everything is gone haywire these days. The professor doesn't get up till noon. Kettle is going all morning. Breakfast is ready for hours. And everybody has to wait for him. Before they came, we had dinner in the middle of the day like normal people. Now we have to wait till after 6. Then the professor stays up all night, reading and writing. And all of a sudden, it's 2 in the morning, and he wants some tea. So somebody has to get up and put the kettle on. It's haywire, that's what it is.
How long are they planning on staying?
Oh, forever. The professor has decided to settle amongst us.
It's like right now. Tea's been sitting for the last hour, and they're off taking a walk.
Now, don't get too upset. Oh, here they come.
Oh, yes. Lovely. Just lovely. Oh, what a remarkable view.
Yes, sir, Your Excellency. It's really remarkable.
And tomorrow we can go visit the new forest, Papa. You want to?
Tea's ready.
If you don't mind, I'll take tea in my study. Be good enough to have someone bring it up to you, will you? I still have a little work to do.
I know you'll like the new forest.
The hottest day of the year, and our esteemed intellectual wears an overcoat, gloves, galoshes, and carries an umbrella.
He's just a careful man, that's all.
And her, that amazing woman. Have you ever seen a more beautiful woman?
I'm just tramping along the underbrush, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I see this table all set for us for tea. I don't know, just like a wave of happiness washed right over me. The feathered friends are singing, the weather's wonderful, and we're all friends here. What more could a man ask for?
And those eyes. Have you ever seen a more beautiful woman?
Come on, Vanya. Tell me something new.
What? There's nothing new around here. Everything's old. I'm just the same as I've always been. No, I'm worse. I'm lazy. I don't get a thing done. I just walk around grumbling and mumbling like some old fart. And my magpie of a mother, she's still babbling on about equal rights for women. She's got one foot in the grave and the other on a stack of feminist pamphlets. On the lookout for the millennium!
What about the professor?
Oh, the professor does what he's always done. He sits in his room morning till night, writing. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Pity the poor paper. What he really ought to do is write his autobiography. Now there's a subject for you. A retired professor. An old has-been. A moldy mackerel with a college degree. He's got rheumatism, gout, migraines. His liver's inflamed with jealousy and envy. And this poor fish lives on his first wife's estate in the country. Not because he wants to, mind you, but because can't afford to live in town. And he's never stops complaining about how unhappy he is, when the fact is he's got the most amazing reasons to be happy. You can't believe the reasons he has to be happy. And his father, a poor country church warden, he went through school on scholarships, got all his graduate degrees, became a professor, had people call him Your Excellency, married a senator's daughter, and all the rest of it. And get this, for the last 25 years, he's been writing and lecturing about art. He knows nothing whatsoever about art. For the last 25 years, he's been regurgitating other people's ideas about naturalism and realism and all that bullshit. For the last 25 years, what he's really done is keep a better man out of a job. And he walks around here like he stepped down off of Mount Olympus.
Sounds like you envy him.
Well, I do. I do. I envy him. His successes with women, especially. His first wife, my sister, so beautiful, so sweet, so innocent, so giving. She had more admirers than he ever had students. So loving. She loved him with a love that only an angel could give. And his mother-in-law, my chère maman, she worships the ground he walks on. She treats him like he's the second coming. And his second wife, so beautiful, so intelligent. Well, you saw her just now. She married him when he was already an old man. For him, she gives up her youth, her beauty, her intelligence, her charm. What for? Why?
Is she faithful to him?
Oh, yes, unfortunately.
Why unfortunately?
Well, because her fidelity is false from beginning to end, based on morality, not on logic. To cheat on an old man you don't like, what's immoral about that? But to stifle your youth and innermost impulses, that's immoral.
I don't like it when you talk like that, Vanya. Really, I don't. A person that cheats on their husband or wife is a traitor. They might as well betray their country.
Ow, for goodness sake, stop whining.
You don't understand, Vanya, okay? My wife betrayed me. Yes, the day after our wedding, she left me for another man because she found me facially repulsive. But I never wavered in my duty. I still love her. I'm still faithful to her. I support her when I can financially, and I even take care of the children that she had with another man. Yes, I have lost my chance at happiness, true. But I still have my pride. And what does she have? Her youth has faded. Her beauty has succumbed to relentless nature. And now, her lover is dead.
Nanny, some of the local people are here. Could you see what they want and take care of it? I'll do the tea.
You know, I was sent here to treat your husband. The message said something of rheumatism or whatever it is. He seems perfectly healthy to me.
Last night he was miserable, something about pain in his legs. Now today he's totally fine.
Oh, and I nearly broke my neck making it out here. You know, it's nearly 20 miles. Oh well, it's not the first time. But you will have to put me up for the night, so at least I'll get a decent night's rest.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's always a special occasion having you stay over. Have you eaten?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, then you'll stay for dinner. Although, nowadays we don't usually eat until after 6. The tea is cold.
There has been a significant decline in the temperature of the tea.
That's all right, Ivan Ivanich. We'll drink it cold.
I beg your pardon. It's not Ivan Ivanich. It's Ilya Ilyich. Ilya Ilyich Telyagin, that's my name. Some people call me Waffles because of the acne. Your husband, His Excellency, he knows my right name. And I happen to be Sonia's godfather, and I live right here on the estate with you, and I have dinner with you every night, perhaps you might have noticed.
Ilya Ilyich is our right-hand man. We couldn't do without him. Here, godfather, have some more tea.
Oh,
What's the matter, grandmother?
I forgot to tell Alexander. I must be losing my mind. I received a letter today from Pavel Alexievich in Kharkov. He sent me his latest article.
By God, is it interesting?
Interesting. Yes, and quite disturbing. He is now attacking the very principles that he held sacred 7 years ago. And that's so typical nowadays, isn't it? People, they change their opinions the way they change their dress shirts. I call that disgraceful.
There's nothing disgraceful about her, ma'am. I'll just drink your tea.
Don't you interrupt me when I'm talking.
But you've been talking, and so have I. Talking and talking for 25 years. Why not just give her a rest?
You never want to listen to anything I have to say, do you? Excuse me, Sean. But in the last year, you've changed so much that I hardly recognize you. You used to be such a strong-minded young man. A brilliant personality.
Oh, yes, I was a brilliant personality. Out here in the sticks where nobody notices. I was a brilliant personality. Up until last year, I was just like you. I hid behind all that intellectual gobbledygook of yours so I wouldn't have to face reality. And I thought I was doing something. You don't have to rub it in. If you only knew. I'm depressed. I don't sleep. And I'm so angry. All the time I wasted and now I can't do any of the things that I really want to do because I'm too old.
Uncle Vanya, please.
You are making a mockery of all your former principles. They're not at fault. You are. Principles are a dead letter unless you act upon them. Do something.
Do something? Oh, you mean like
never
Professor? Well, I'm sorry, we can't all be perpetual writing machines.
What's that supposed to mean?
Grandmother, Uncle Vanya, will you both please stop it?
I'm sorry. I'll keep still. I'll keep still. I apologize.
Lovely weather we're having today. It's not too hot.
Lovely weather to hang yourself.
Oh.
Here, chick, 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 gallinitas, titas, titas, titas.
What do those people want, Nanny?
Same old thing, that piece of empty field. Gallinitas, titas, titas. Here,
What are you
chick,
calling
chick,
the
chick.
chickens for?
La gallina se me ha ido con los polluelos, no sé dónde están los polluelos, no sé dónde están las gallinas. Han venido los buitres, se van a comer los polluelos no van a gallinas. Y yo no sé qué voy a hacer. Gallinitas, titas, titas, chick, 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 here, chick, 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 chick.
Is the doctor here? Excuse me, doctor. There's an emergency. They want you.
Where?
Down by the factory.
Okay, thank you very much for letting me know. Well, that's that, everybody. I've got to go. Christ, wouldn't you believe it?
Oh, that's too bad. But you can come back when you're finished and have dinner with us.
No, it'll be far too late. Now, where the hell did I... Listen, go inside. Tell them I'd like a shot of vodka before I go. Thank you. Where did I... Here it is. You know, in one of Ostrovsky's plays, there's a character with a huge head and no talent. And that's me. Okay, well, time for goodbyes, everybody. You know, if you would like to come by sometime for a visit, you and Sonia here, of course, then I would be delighted. Truly. My estate is small. It's 75 acres or so. But I have a nursery, if that interests you. You know, you might be able to see different kinds of plants you wouldn't be able to see otherwise around here. My estate also backs up to a national forest. The forester is old, so he's sick often. I wind up taking care of the place.
That's what they told me, that you're in love with the forest. It's important, I suppose, but doesn't it interfere with your real occupation of being a doctor? I mean...
My real occupation, God only knows what that is.
Is it interesting?
What, running a forest? Yes, it's very interesting.
Oh yes, very
And
interesting.
you're still young. You're 36, maybe 37. I doubt it's all that interesting. A forest, just one tree after another, sounds monotonous to me.
No, it's not. It's incredibly interesting. He plants new trees every year. He's already gotten a bronze medal and a certificate, and he's the leader in the campaign to preserve the old growth forests. He says that trees are Earth's most precious ornament. They teach us to recognize beauty. Forests help to temper severe climates, and in regions with more temperate climates, people spend less energy trying to combat nature, so the people themselves are kinder and gentler, and they're better looking and taller and more at ease with their emotions. Even their speech and their movements have a natural grace. Wherever there are trees, the arts and sciences flourish, and there's a positive attitude to life, and they treat women with respect.
Bravo, bravo, my dear. That's a beautiful speech, but I'm afraid you haven't convinced me. So I hope you don't hate me if I continue to chop wood for the stove and timber for a new barn.
You can burn turf in your stove, and you can use bricks for your barn. Look, I'm not against the idea of cutting wood, but why would we destroy our forests?
Why not? To hear you say it, they're not good for much of but shade at a picnic.
No, I never said that. Our great woodlands are disappearing, Vanya. Millions of trees already cut down, birds and animal habitats destroyed. Our rivers are polluted and dammed up. And what? For why? Why? Because we're too lazy as a species to find another source of energy? Wouldn't you agree? You would have to be a barbarian to burn something so beautiful inside your stove, something that could never be replaced. I mean, we were born with the ability to reason and logic and be fruitful and create, and until now, all we have done is just destroy everything that we see. Our great woodlands are disappearing one by one. Birds and animal species are going extinct, Vanya. The planet is getting poorer and uglier every single day. It's a disaster. And you know, I already know. I know, because I see it. You look at me, you give me this ironic look. I know what you're thinking. You think that I'm being ridiculous. And you know what? Maybe I am. But every single time that I drive by a stand of trees that I convince the owners to spare, or I hear the breeze at night in a young tree that I planted myself, then I realize that I can do something about climate change. And if in 1,000 years from now people are even a little bit happier, then that is partly because of me, Vanya. I go to the extent to... However... I gotta go. Sorry about that. Must have sounded like a real freak just then. Okay, well, it was nice to see you all.
When will you be back?
I'm not sure.
Will we have to wait another month?
You never stop, do you, Vanya? You're being impossible. There was no need to quarrel with your mother like that at lunch, and then to call Alexander a perpetual writing machine, and then you got into another disagreement at lunch. You're being very petty.
I don't like him. I hate him.
Oh, why do you hate him? He's no different than anybody else. He's no worse than you are.
I wish you could see your face right now, or the indolent way you move. You're so detached. You don't care about anything, do you? You just drift through life.
Detached? Oh, yes. And bored. Yeah. Nobody likes my husband. They all pity me. Oh, poor thing. Stuck with an old man like that. But I know what's behind it. It's like Astrog was saying about the forest. Soon you get rid of all the forest, there won't be a single tree left on Earth. It's the same thing with human beings. Soon the idea of trust and honesty and self-sacrifice will also disappear from the Earth entirely. And so, what is it about you men? You want a woman till she's yours. Your doctor was right. There is a demon of destruction inside every single one of you. You don't spare the birds, nor the trees, nor women, nor each other.
I hate it when you get philosophical like this.
He has an interesting face. That doctor? Tired looking. Bit on edge, but Sonia likes him. I can tell. She's in love with him. I mean, I can understand why. He's been to visit 3 times since I've been here, and it's not because I've been nice or polite to him. I mean, it's only because I'm so shy. You know why we're such good friends, you and I, Vanya? Because we are both boring, disagreeable people. Don't look at me like that. I don't like it.
Why, how should I look at you? You're my life. I love my happiness, my youth, and everything.
Would be quiet.
Oh,
Someone may hear
I know
you.
there's no chance of us ever being together. No, zero. But please, all I need is just to look at you, to hear
really
your
are
voice, to
aggravating.
tell you how much I love you. Please, that's all I need to make me completely happy.
Oh, I'm still, Jadiel, could you, there's no blow tape or anything. Okay.
Christopher.
Yeah, you can. This is the intermission part, guys. Okay. Well, it's probably just gossip, okay? But I just heard John say that I heard Carrie and Rachel are going to go to dinner with John right when the show ends. Yep. He scheduled a cab for the minute we finish tech. What do you think that means?
What if we are being let go?
Gil's face.
I know.
Oh no, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If you've been with this troupe about as long as it's been around, if this is true, what would you do?
I'm not sure. I suppose it happens, and I should have a plan. Troops come and go, right?
It's your whole life.
I mean, I always wanted to know what's out there. You know? I need a quiet life. I used to go to church, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Then I found the theater. There wasn't anything very Christian about it. You know, maybe I'll lead a good Christian life now. Dios nos pide confesados. I'll go to bed at a decent time, have breakfast, dinner at a normal hour, you know. And you? What would you do?
I don't want to think about it. Right now, all I want to think about is my mom and her famous dumplings. I haven't been home in so long. Ages. Oh, I miss home. You know, today, when I was leaving the hostel, this, I stopped by the desk to ask if they had any extra toothpaste. And there was this man who was next to me, he was paying, and he says, just quietly whispers to me, he goes, freeloader. It made me feel so awful. You know, and so I'm like, maybe it's a sign. On to the next.
Don't listen to him. What a bitter man. What does he know? Where is Emma?
Oh, she's out with the rest of the cast taking a break. I heard her say she was like worried about Gil. He's been on edge all day. And,
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Come on, just give them back, all right? I don't want to turn this into a big scene or whatever. I'm trying to be respectful.
I have nothing, and you need to stop.
Oh, you have to turn around,
You're
look
all
me in the
mad.
eyes, and tell me that, man.
All of you are mad, and stop looking at me.
okay, well, just let us know when Carrie calls places. We'll be in our places.
Gil, look, right now, you don't know what's true and what's not. All right, but you have given your entire life to this troupe, and you just need to trust that. I know that you took my pills from my duffel bag, all right? And I know that you've been feeling anxious. I get it, all right? But just give me them back, and don't make me tell John.
I don't have your pain pills.
You took a bottle of oxycodone from my duffel bag. Gil, come on, I will tell John.
Oh, John!
seriously.
John! Oh, our fearless leader, our coward of a director who is probably behind this scam. We should have known he was in on it all along.
Okay, all right, you know what, Gil? If you're going to do this, if you're going to kill yourself, then do us all a favor and do it on your own. Don't make this entire troupe complicit in it. We have enough fucking problems as is. And besides, you know what they would say in the press about me even? They would call me a dealer, Gil, and that's not me.
I have nothing of yours.
Stop lying! I'm trying to be supportive here.
Oh, supportive. Oh, is that why you were kissing her? I saw you kissing her. It wasn't rehearsal. I saw you.
We were running lines. All right, you know what? Fine. Yeah, we were kissing. Fuck you, Gil.
Oh, his wife. You're going to be so done if he finds out. The fact that the universe permits all of us to coexist is quite absurd. This is a perfectly cast production.
You're acting like a real asshole, you know that?
Why? Because I'm the one who can call out the snakes amongst us? I should have a newspaper and tell the whole world about us.
Jesus, Gil, relax, man. It's like you've actively decided to mirror your onstage personality. You're not crazy like Uncle Vanya or whatever. You know what? When I first met you, I thought that you were normal, right? No charmer or anything, but at least normal. But now, after this bullshit, you're fucking weird, Gil.
So humiliated. Oh, the shame, so sharp, it cuts like it. What am I going to do if it's true?
Well, look, maybe it's time to do nothing. You know, you've reached a pretty good age to retire.
You gotta help me get something to cope. I need something. You know healers, real ones.
No, Gil, I'm not doing that.
Connect me with someone, please. Please. I'm at no age to restart. I can't even fathom it. I've given them everything. We've given them everything. Come on, you get it, don't you? Oh my God, you don't. Oh, I thought you would have mentioned something to me. No? Oh, Jesus. But of course, you're ready to move on. You're young. You're at the beginning of your career. I'm an old ham, past his sell-by date. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be able to go to sleep in the morning and wake up to a beautiful, beautiful day and find that the past has all disappeared like smoke. Have my days back, my effort.
But you listen to yourself, Gil. That's not the way life works, man.
Come on, you give me a number. You know dealers around here.
I'm not doing that.
I feel like
Gil.
something inside is
Gil,
burning
stop.
down. I can't. I don't want to. I can't cope.
Gil, stop it, man! Stop! Cut it out! Come, just knock it off. Look, Gil, I want to offer you some aromatherapy. Don't laugh. Come on. Good. Ground yourself. Yeah, you want some more? Okay. Look, I guess what I want to say is that maybe a few hundred years from now, young actors like myself, Emma, Rachel, maybe they'll learn how to balance happiness with the hustle. Maybe they'll learn not to sacrifice every little bit of themselves in the name of their art. But right now, all that you have to look forward to is just a little bit of peaceful time. Was it forced upon you? Yes, yeah. I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way that life goes. Gil, you and I are the only two sensitive and intelligent people in this entire troupe. But if I can be honest with you, your time is up. This vile, narrow-minded life that we lead has sucked you dry. And now you are just as barren and washed up as those that have come before you. I'm sorry, that's harsh. I felt it coming out. But it's true. Now I want you to stop changing the subject and give me back my pills.
I don't have your damn pills.
You took a bottle of oxycodone from my duffel bag in my dressing room.
John just called places for Act 4.
Aren't we having a company
He
meeting?
changed his mind, he said afterwards.
Wait, what?
That's what he said.
Okay, well, come on. Time to say goodbye, literally.
Gil, are you okay?
He took a bottle of my pain meds. He's probably high right
Gil,
now.
did you take
I
this
did
bean?
not. Oh, you poor kid. You've already been given too much to handle. I know just where this is going.
Okay, please, both of you, can we just wait until after tech is over?
Emma, what are you talking about? He took my medication. I'm in pain, and he's a liability.
Please,
We
you're
can't
not
just
like
let
this.
it.
You're always calm, and you're always reminding us to breathe and be centered. Right, can we just let this go for now?
Fine. I'm no longer in pain. You've taken it away. But just let it be known that I am no longer responsible for whatever happens to him. Come on. Let's get through this last act, and we can sort this out afterwards.
Gil, please?
No, Emma, we can't. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. I can't seem to, I don't want to do this. I have this feeling like I had 13 years ago. One that is full of mistrust. One that is pushing me to remain still until we know that what we built is ours.
What places were called? Do you mind?
What's wrong, Gil?
No, I'm not moving until Carrie speaks to
He
us.
just wants to wait till the end of the run-through.
And you're all right with that? Don't you remember his stunt when he asked us to sign contracts? Contracts? No, I want to know now. I demand to know now.
And we will know. Gil, after the show. Come on, we all just want to finish.
Forgive me, everyone, please, but you must understand, if I take my place, that means that we'll just go on settling for this treatment, and I just don't think it's worth it anymore. No, how can I continue to give? I've given everything, and he won't even give us the courtesy to know. Please, I keep coming back to this thought. The play remains, but we, all of us, will vanish. And what of us is going to remain? A bad review. A good review. What we do is so ephemeral, and that's the most wonderful thing about it. But all our work is just for this one moment, and then the next, and then the next. And I guess I just thought I would be able to go on doing that for the rest of my life. And now that it looks like I'm being shown the door, I don't think I can stand it. I don't think I can do it. Oh, come on, you know it's true.
We can't think like that. We just all have to remain.
Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, hope for the best, yeah.
Let's go, people. We have a show to do. Gil?
No, you said you wanted to talk, so talk.
Well, I decided it was best to do this after our show. Give us time to really process.
Tell me.
We've built up an incredible body of work as a troupe, as a family. Well, thanks to the help of John, we decided we might want to bring our dear troupe here for a permanent residency at the Lake House Theater. It's a testament to how valuable our art is. Please, can we just do this after tech?
Yeah, wait, that's great and everything, but doesn't the Lake House have their own actors already? What about us? Are we being let go?
What do you want me to say? I don't have all the information.
Okay, we're still in the early stages of talking with the theater, and we've promised to advocate for the
Gil,
troupe's needs.
it's not personal. It's what's best for our troupe. We simply don't have the income to keep going on our own. John's connection at the theater has promised us a place to call home. A stable place to call home.
You didn't consult me.
I did.
No, you said you were thinking about it, not that it was done. Not that, do I need to remind you that I helped you build up this troupe? I spent night after night writing grant proposals. I went months without proper pay. I gave up significant percentages of my pay so that we'd have enough money to pay for other things. And this is what you do? We were loyal to you. We made you thousands.
I'm not a businessman. I'm just a thespian. Forgive me for still trying to find my way around these difficult conversations.
You promised Emma that she would take over. You looked our dear friend, darling Emma's mother, in the eye as she was dying and promised that we would take care of her. She's been with us since she was a kid.
This is for her.
Oh.
What will she inherit if there's nothing left?
Gil, you This is the life of an actor.
Oh,
We have to make choices, and we keep moving forward.
We might still have our concerns, but we can have a proper company meeting after tech. Please, let us just finish this show. I promise we can discuss it further.
No, tell us that we'll be safe, and then we can continue.
You still have a signed contract. All of you. Get into places.
No. I'm not going to perform like some clown for that scumbag!
Now you've done it. John.
Wait, John.
Wait. Wait.
This could be our last show together, Gil.
I know, I've been doing this time to take care of you the most. Please, this
I
is
know,
for
but
you.
we need time to talk. We need to keep busy and do what we love.
I was your age when I met him. Oh, we dropped out of college together because it would be worth it. And year after year, we got bigger and bigger, and I guess I just got jaded and cynical. I should have realized. I should have understood that my unhappiness was a hint.
We don't do this for you, Gil, but for others. You've told me about the joy my mom would feel every single time she finished a show. Her smile. She's remembered for it. We do what we do so that we can leave
A legacy, yes, but what if that's just flattering ourselves? This one says I'm no charmer. I'm not even crazy, I'm just weird.
You are weird.
Yeah, no, who remembers weird? I can't do it.
This has been a lot. I need a drink.
As company manager, I must ask all of you to please continue with the show. Gil, please let me mediate.
I can't even look at you, my darling. I trusted you. Oh, God.
Gil, let's
My
not
days
do
are-
anything
What?
crazy. Come
Gil,
on.
Gil, my pills.
Guys,
Gil, please.
Gil.
I'm sorry.
please
about-
don't.
Well, I think that you all think that I have something to do with that, but
Right.
I can sense your resentment towards me.
I promise that I have been doing my job. Just because we're married doesn't mean that I can't do my job.
I believe you.
Do you? Can't have that kind of attitude towards others. Doesn't suit you. What good is life if you can't trust other people? I know that I've only known you for, 2 years? But I hope you know that I'm your friend.
Okay. As my friend, tell me the truth. Are you happy with the decision?
No, of course not. What makes our troop great is our independence and center of collaboration and community. We vote on plays that we love most. It's scary to give that up.
I knew you weren't. I could see it in your eyes, and yet, maybe, at this new theater you'll be cast as more than just his wife. It's like the only role you ever get. If not, then you just don't get a role. Right? It's like it's all he thinks you're good for. Don't you hate that?
It's because of the natural chemistry.
But it does bother me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen to all of us. We had so many plans. I started writing plays. I don't know how to do anything else but do this.
You're so young. You have so much ahead of you. What? Let's focus on the now. How about you help me gather everyone?
Can I ask you one more question?
Sure. This is my natural hair color. Everyone thinks
No.
sorry. What is it?
Sometimes I think you might like Jordan.
Yes. Very much. He's very talented and kind, if that is what you mean.
Right.
I see. Like I said, you can trust me.
He just walked away, and I can still hear the sound of his voice and his footsteps. I sound like an idiot, don't I?
Okay, well, have you told him?
No, he acts like I don't exist. I'm afraid he's the biggest thing I'll miss. Like, I love him more than I love this place, more than I love this troop.
Emma, He's got habits that are hard to shake, and he's not well suited for you. He swears that he needs medication for his pain, but then also claims to believe in a homeopathic approach, so none of it really makes any sense. I know that feeling that you were feeling. You want so badly to feel his love, but what you don't know is that this is your love too. You have so much time ahead of you. Listen, I was married once. He said I was the most selfish woman he had ever met. And I resented him for it. I did. But I knew he wasn't wrong. He wasn't. It was like I was in two completely different marriages. He grew tired of competing. He grew tired of begging. He just wanted me to be me with him in our bed, in our home. But how could I, when everything that I had worked for was finally paying off? When I was booked and busy, and when my name was in the mouths of people that I had only dreamed of. I never loved him. I never did. Sometimes I think that's why I don't believe in love, because I knew it so young. Perhaps this will work out for you. But even if it doesn't, that doesn't mean that love won't come knocking again at your door. You need to know. But I want you to promise me that even if he doesn't, you will focus on your career. How about this? I'll speak to him. I promise I'll keep my mouth shut. I will not say anything directly. Okay? Will you let me? Good. The time to know is now. You need to know. Either he loves you or he doesn't. Okay? Don't be embarrassed. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. I should. Yeah. Probably. Yeah, I think. Hey.
Hey.
You, excuse me.
Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just came back for my prop. I heard my name.
Yes, we were talking about you. I'm sorry, I'm just a little embarrassed. So.
What is it?
Might we take a seat? Can we talk honestly and openly for a second?
Of course.
I say this as a friend and nothing else. It's about Emma. Do you like her?
Sure, I like her.
As a woman, I mean, do you like her as a woman?
Oh. I don't know.
Why not? Haven't you seen the way that she acts around you?
No. What do you mean?
Oh my God, she's in love with you. It's in your face.
Oh. I guess I just assumed she was being kind or, I don't know, getting into character. But no, I don't think of her like that.
This is so uncomfortable. Oh, well, at least we know now. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. So, yeah, can we just forget that we ever had this conversation?
You know, I might have felt a little differently about her had you brought this subject up a few months ago, when I first arrived. But as it presently stands, No, I don't think of her at all. Okay, I get it. You're clever, you know.
What do you mean?
Very astute. Asking me about Emma. Sure, she's cute or whatever, but why are you the one so pressing to know my feelings for her? I don't know. Don't act too shocked. You know why I came back into this room. You knew the answer to your question before you even asked. Don't give me that look. I'm not a stupid kid.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? My contract with this troupe was for just a few weeks at first, but I dropped everything. I dropped my entire life to follow you, to give you that attention that you wanted, that you crave. And you love that, right? I mean, you genuinely love that. That's why we kissed the other day. No one else is here.
Okay, well, I would never parade myself in the workplace like that. It's not who I am. So
Maybe you should give yourself the chance to be with someone your same age.
Okay, please, you don't know what you're talking about. It was a mistake. Think of it as we were developing our characters.
That's not what we were doing.
Okay, I said enough.
Okay, well, I'm leaving. So, just know that I'm here for now. Time is ticking. And I know you want more than a taste. Look, just... Let's sneak out. You and me. Come on, there's an orchard 5 blocks away from the house.
Stop, you don't know what you're saying.
Okay, then you say something. Say anything. Tell me that you didn't like the kiss the other day. Tell me that you'll meet me tomorrow. Tell me...
Sorry. Sorry, I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry for the way I spoke to you before.
Feeling better, Vanya? Gil? Ready to move on with the show? Weather's kind of nice out. I'd actually like to catch it.
Where is everybody? I can't stand this unprofessionalism. Everyone to the stage immediately.
I'll go call them.
Hey, what did you say?
I'll tell you later, in private.
Are you okay? You look all upset.
If I can have everyone's attention, I have spoken to John. Where are you going?
You don't need me here. I told you I'm not doing it. Not until you tell the truth.
Stay. This is for you too. The cat's out of the bag, so let's discuss it. John understands the surprise and impact of the news. No need to act like nothing's happened. And please, everyone stop looking at me like I'm trying to kill you. I am not. The important thing is that John understands. In our prospective new home remains an amazing opportunity. This is brilliant news. Now, as I said, we're still negotiating the terms. And I won't deny the theater has its wants, but I'm doing my best.
So I was right.
Wait a minute. I need to get clear. Correct me if I'm wrong. I heard you say that this theater, wherever it goes, is for Emma. How, if she has been let go, will that work? Oh, you are unbelievable. The theater has its wants? Jesus God.
Carrie. It's just that we've been with you for so long, and we're all really taken aback, by this. Nervous, frankly. And we need to understand what this means for us.
Can you guarantee us that we'll be okay?
Well, your contracts are up for renewal.
Oh, exactly. Oh, my God. Oh.
I don't claim that anything I'm sharing is said and done. If any of you think I'm being foolish, please, let me know.
No, I've always admired you, and I've considered you a mentor, and I've actually elevated my craft.
Christopher, you can talk about that later.
Okay.
You did it again!
I didn't want to say anything until I had all the information. Yes, my initial instinct was to do this during the break, because I wanted to be transparent with all of you. But then I realized I didn't want to spoil our tech. Just waiting for the right time. I'm sorry you're so angry with me, Gil. Please, trust me.
The only reason this troop got to be as big as it was through my personal efforts. I worked tirelessly for 25 years to help you build up our reputation. Like a good and faithful servant, I stayed by you through it all. And not once during those years did you ever express any gratitude. Not once did I ever hear you ask me what I wanted, what I thought. Not once did you even consider me. And I should have known you would find another way to drop me. I was so in love with what we do with us that I'm so angry. God.
You were always free to pursue your own path.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't I go? Why didn't I just go and make money for myself as an artist? Why did I sacrifice? You know, of course, that my fame means nothing because I'm broke. I'm broke with you. I'm broke because I stayed loyal to this mess. We are nothing. We are nothing. All of us, you have sold us out.
Please, Gil, you're gonna hurt
Gil,
yourself.
don't talk like that. You've got me so upset. I'm shaking.
25 years down the drain!
Don't please stop. We're a family.
You know nothing about the arts. Anything you said about community and family is such shit. You have sold us out.
Do not blame me for your own passivity.
Passivity?
You've always had it so easy.
You have destroyed the best years of my life. You have destroyed me. Oh, don't you get it, people? He doesn't care about us. He never did. He milked us like cows. And now that he has his new farm, we're useless. I despise you. You are the worst of the worst.
I can't do it. We've always managed to talk things out before I'm done. Yelling is too much. Yelling.
See what you did? You're the one breaking this up. And it's classic. Classic Gil. Always the indulgent actor who never bothers with logic, never bothers with taking actual responsibility.
Don't you pin this on me. I had talent. I was smart. I had energy. This troupe would have been nothing without me.
You want this troupe to be yours? Take it. I don't want anything to do with it. You try to save it. See how far you get. Oh, that look on your face. The same look you always get when it comes to responsibility. No. Beneath that, fear and disdain. Not once did you ask if I was doing okay. You saw how the bills piled up. Sure, he wrote a few grants. But it wasn't you who took out a personal loan to pay for this last production. It wasn't you who made all the phone calls to try to find someone to talk to about saving all that we had, which in this case is our name, the legacy behind our troupe. But why would you care about that, right? You wouldn't. When we first met about our financial troubles, you said not to worry. We'll manage. Well, we're here. How do we manage? Go on, tell them. How do we manage?
Hey, both of
So
you
my
enough
whole
this-
life is being dismissed for some kind of legacy keeping? Who's going to give us credit? Will you at least acknowledge the years that Karen and Pulley and I have poured in?
Karen and I are strong. You don't need to speak for us. Like, that's all you both do.
Yes, we have our thoughts and we have our wishes.
Well, please, speak up, I beg you.
I'm afraid I don't have a plan.
Exactly, Karen.
We fight! Gil, we fight and find a way. Have you become so weak and afraid? Well,
Why
don't you have
fight
an
later
ounce of
when
fight
we can
left
avoid
inside
it
you so
now?
that no matter
How
what
much
happens,
fight
we can
do
manage
we
it?
have left in us And why do we have to keep fighting for our value, the value of our craft?
No matter what happens, Gil, the trust has already been broken.
Exactly. So, see how far you get. Have a good show.
Fine. We don't need you. We never did. You're an idiot. I don't know how I put up with you for all these years. And besides, I can play Vanya.
In your dreams.
You are nothing.
He's your best friend. Are you even listening to
He is
yourself?
nothing.
Just
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Get off! Get off! Ow! Oh! Oh, my back! Ow! Oh! Oh, God!
You okay? Good?
I'm in pain. Oh! You are finished. Done. You've lost your fucking mind, Gil.
No! You're done! We never asked for anything in return. We just wanted you to see us. We have worked non-stop to keep our legacy our own, and you were quick to try and sell it. Don't you understand what it means to feel so used? To feel used and thrown away after years of telling yourself that wasn't the case. Why can't you see us? Why? And you. How dare you try to throw this all away? After all of that, you quit. I've been feeling you pull away. You think I don't see it, but I'm not a kid. I see, and I hear, and I listen. And if you really don't want to fight, then go. But we will keep fighting.
Emma.
No.
What are you doing, Carrie?
I resent that he thinks this is just for me.
You do realize that your affirmations of what is and is not to come makes all the difference? You have to speak to him kindly and calmly.
No.
Then I'm leaving you.
What are you talking about?
Pooey. You're my family. What? I was thinking we were just gossiping earlier, but this, what if everything we've done is for nothing?
Everything is gonna be all right.
I don't know who I am outside of
But
all
what
of
about
you.
your mother?
She's been dead for years. I'm sorry, I lied. I just didn't want to face it.
You're shivering. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. God is good. Let's go. Come with me. Let's go get a cup of tea.
It's the cab.
Right.
What's to come?
Change. Are you feeling better?
I don't know. I'm just a freeloader with no family.
Don't say that. I'm your family. Drink your tea.
Give me my pills, Gil.
Please, Gil, it's been a long day.
Thank you.
I have nothing left.
You have me. And all of the plays that we've written and all of the dreams that we've built.
Cab is outside.
Gil, Carrie would like to speak with you backstage if you were willing.
So what's it gonna be? You gonna find your way out, UncleVanya?
Come on. We'll leave the past in the past, right? I'll come with you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No matter the outcome, I'll be leaving this troop tonight. My time here is done.
I understand.
I know it's not going to be a good look, but
Is anything? Ever?
goodbye then.
Please. Don't hate me. Don't do this. Not like this.
Then come with me.
Please. I'm taking this as a souvenir. I'll carry your scent with me.
Come with me. Be free. Tomorrow, I'll meet you at the orchard.
Can we finally agree on something, Gil? There's no point in living in the past. After everything we've been through and lived, I gladly accept your apology. And I ask that you accept mine. I'll keep you all updated about negotiations tonight. Goodbye.
So we'll meet you later at the hospital.
Actually, we'll see you tomorrow. Here. Rachel and I have other plans after dinner.
Oh, right. Tomorrow.
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 And everything will be like it was.
Goodbye, all. I'll do my best tonight. I will. I promise.
Tell them that we don't mind making our own sets and costumes, and we're well-rounded.
All right. All right. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. See you all soon.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Get some rest. Tomorrow, work awaits.
You're not going?
Oh, it's too painful. I have to let them go. And besides, I can't control the future. Oh, no. I've got to get to work. Work! Yeah, I'm going to run some lines.
Gotta make sure we win Best Production this year.
They're gone. I hope everything goes well at dinner. Well, Uncle, you should get to work.
Work. Right. What are you working on?
A little something. It's been a long time since we've sat here together like this.
There you go. Didn't realize the time. Let's go. Okay. I'll wait to walk back with all of you.
It's so quiet, you're all so focused. That's probably my cap. Well,
We'll see you back at the hostel. We'll see you tomorrow.
He's gone.
He's gone.
You know, I never even learned how to play the guitar. I lied on my resume. I just never played the same riff over and over again.
Now.
So sick of this script. I want to be producing some of your work, Emma.
God help us. I can barely remember my lines as is. New work can be so refreshing.
and maybe just what we need. Are you ready for a fight, Gil?
Forever? Anything. I'm so unhappy. But watching you write right now brings me back to life and makes me want to live again. Show me what you're working on.
Uncle, despite what happens tomorrow, you and I must continue to live, to make art, to share our gift. It's our calling. And because it's our calling, we'll accept whatever fate throws at us, because even when the days are slow and the nights are lengthy, and we find ourselves alone after a big show or a milestone day, and our name and our work will only get bigger and more significant if we get smaller inside. And we'll never get a minute of sleep, and we'll take gig after gig after gig, because even when it feels like we're dying, at least the work is getting done, and then one day, when it's time, we will pass away. And when we pass away, we'll claim our lives were full of silent suffering. And we'll feel bad for chasing art at the cost of becoming cold and numb. And we will swear to God that we cried and we suffered and we tried to find our way out. And God will feel sorry for us and to let us in, to finally rest. And we'll become actual stars in heaven. And no one will take that away from us. And after that, we'll see a brand new life that is radiant and lovely and brings us happiness. And we'll reflect on the suffering that we're experiencing now, and we will smile before resting. We will smile.